Okay, this is a view from the hallway into the kitchen. Note there's a ceiling fan in the dry kitchen. Trudy bought a very small table and chairs to go here. It'll be good if a couple of the kids want to eat in the mornings, or the helper needs to have a place to eat, as she pointed out, which I didn't even think about. And the view straight through the door, that's out to the wet kitchen, then out to the back of the house. So stepping into the dry kitchen, you can see the sink and then a window out to the wet kitchen, and then very large cabinets all along the back. And then coming down, and you have good sized counter space, and there is indirect lighting underneath the counters that I looked at last time that's here that will make it brighter for food prep and stuff like that. But then there's a hood, and then if I step into the middle of the kitchen and I move around, you can see then the oven is built in here, and this white refrigerator is built in. I looked inside it, it's in good shape, and so it's a good side-by-side with an ice maker. And then here's the view from the kitchen back out, and you can see down the hallway to the dining room, and then the stairs to go upstairs. And then here's the back wall of the kitchen where that table and chairs are, to give you a full view. Now I'm going to walk out from the dry kitchen to the wet kitchen, and right out on the, as soon as I turn right in the wet kitchen, there's this closet. I'm going to open the closet. You can see that there's a bunch of storage. There's shelves that are here, and Trudy said the shelves will stay. So there's some very good storage that we can get out here in terms of, pantry stuff. And that's still not the big closet that I haven't photographed yet, that I told you about earlier. It's underneath the stairwell, but this is a big closet right off of the wet kitchen. And standing now in the wet kitchen, when I move around to the left, you can see the entrance to the helper's room. The helper's room has a good size, well, a helper-sized bed in a cabinet. Trudy got both of those when she came here. She said she's going to leave them because she has no use for them, so they'll be here when we get here. And then there's a bathroom off of the helper's bedroom, and it does have hot water, so they don't have to shower in cold water. Then they have in this corner of the wet kitchen a really nice wine cooler to hold a bunch of wine, and then down below they also have an ice maker, which is something that we should think about as well, potentially, because of the amount of ice that we're going to be going through when we're here. Then this, as I'm panning to the left, this is a cage essentially that goes out to the laundry area in the back of the house. Okay, so it can be closed and locked and secured, but it also is letting air in. So I'm going to step across, and then I'm going to pan to the left, and then you can see the countertop for the wet kitchen. There's no cabinets up here. There's countertop down below. And then here's the the wet kitchen cooker, and then there's a dishwasher, some appliances, and then pan around to another sink with storage underneath it, as well as the kitchen, or the window looking into the dry kitchen. So that completes this room. And then I'm going to go ahead and step out to the laundry area, and as I step out of here, first on my left you can see a drying rack with a good drying area that can be used, and there's an awning here, or I should say a blind here, to protect clothes and stuff against rain, if it should rain. But this is where they currently have their drying area set up, which is a great use of space. As I step out here and go to the right, you can see beyond that gate is where you go into the pool, and then here is the washer and dryer that sits outside, and also a refrigerator freezer that sits outside as well. But all of this is protected by, it's a covering, okay, so it doesn't rain directly onto anything out here. And in addition to that, there's also another awning, glass awning, that hangs off that provides additional protection from rain. And then they also have these rolling blinds all the way down that can be lowered if the rains get really bad. Then it keeps everything in here, very, very dry. So this is kind of a brick floor out here. As I continue to walk down, then you'll see here the gate that walks out to the pool deck, and you can see the pool in the background. So that kind of completes the loop around. It's a big window. This window is in the helper's room, but it's closed, okay? And we could put some shelves here to get additional outside storage for things that don't really matter. And another thing they are using is on the back side of the awning that's down in the drying area. That's where they keep floats and pool stuff. So that'll be, I think, a great way for us to store ours as well. They can be stored out here, okay? So that kind of completes the whole view, and we'll go upstairs.